Once again, very warm welcome to 10th New Normal Education Leadership Summit and Awards 2020-24, which is presented by LinkedIn, powered by NoBQ SAP. Our presenting partner LinkedIn, powered by partner NoBQ SAP, EdTech partner D2L, online learning partner Coursera, technology partner Acer, display solution partner Samsung, associate sponsor SAS, associate partner Nursery Story, university partner JG University, school partner Anand Group of Schools, academic partner Little Millennium, school partner Florissant Public School, exhibitor Canon and Maple My India, supporting partner AOPS. Now we are going to begin this event officially live on our channel. Once again, good morning ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to LinkedIn Presents ArdorComm Media 10th New Normal Education Leadership Summit and Awards 2024. In the era of transformation, new technology and Gen Z generation, I strongly believe education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. ArdorComm Media Group, media organization in India. ArdorComm means passion and communication stands for community communication. Gujarat is a significant hub for education and skilling initiative in India. Today we have many of dignitaries from Gujarat who will give their opinions and ideas on different subjects and taking question about future of education. ArdorComm ELSA Awards 2024 aim to acknowledge those individuals, educational institution, edtech and startup who have been tirelessly and fiercely working for the betterment of the education community. Let's begin this event with positivity and prayer by lamp lighting ceremony. For that, I request, before we move forward for the lamp lighting ceremony, I request all of you to stand up on your place for national anthem.
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्सल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you so much. And now for lamp lighting, I request to Mr. Kumar Chandan Anand, founder, CEO and group editor of ArdorComm Media Group. Along with him, I request to Mr. Rohit Mehta, State Project Advisor, School Education Department, Government of India, Dr. C.A. Achyut Dani, Director General and Provost, JG University, Mr. Prahar Anjaria, Founder and Chairman, RANGOLI Group of Institutes, Mr. Anup Menon, Regional Head West, Academics and Government Business, LinkedIn. I also request to Sabina Sahani, Principal, Delhi Public School, Bhopal, Ahmedabad. Please join us for the lamp lighting ceremony.
Shubham kurutvam kalyanam arogyam dhanasampadah. Shubham kurutvam kalyanam आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धि विनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापम् सन्ध्यादीप नमोऽस्तुते ओ दीप ब्रह्मरूप
Thank you so much. आफ्टर लैम्प लाइटिंग आई रिक्वेस्ट हम सब लोग एक बार साथ में बोलेंगे गणपति बाप्पा. Thank you so much. And now to give a welcome address to all of you, I request to Mr. Kumar, Chandan, Anand, founder, CEO and group editor of ArdorComm Media Group to come up on the stage.
I again request all our special guests and guest speakers for the inaugural to please join us on the stage. Mr. Rohit Mehta, State Project Advisor, sir, please join us on the stage. Dr. C. Achyut Dani ji, sir, please join us on the stage. Mr. Prahar Anjaria, Founder Chairman, RANGOLI Group of Institutions and Secretary AOPS, please join on the stage, sir. Mr. Anup Menon, Regional Head, West Academic and Government Business LinkedIn, request you to please join us on the stage. I request the console team to kindly dim the light. I'm playing a video of ArdorComm Media. It's a small journey of how we started. So this small video will display what we are and what we do. Thank you. Suprabhat, Gujarat. Kem cho, everyone? Can I get a reply? I think this was a question. Kem cho? Thank you. So, Atli, I'm just trying. Kindly pardon me and excuse me if I mispronounce anything. So, Atli moti sankhya ma hazir rahave baddal tamaro abhar. ArdorComm Media apan સૌને સ્વાગત કરે છે. Good morning and warm welcome to the New Normal Education Leadership Summit and Awards 2024. It is an absolute pleasure to see so many esteemed guests, educators and leaders gathered here today. I am Kumar Chandan Anand, the founder and group editor of ArdorComm Media Group, and I am deeply honored to extend my heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you over here. Today, we find ourselves in the vibrant state of Gujarat, a shining beacon in the realm of education, innovation, and leadership. The people of Gujarat have chosen us once again as the host for this summit, inspired by the resounding success of our previous gathering in this very state. Although the esteemed supporters of education and leadership from the Gujarat government, including the Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Bhupendra Bhai Patel ji, and his esteemed cabinet ministers, Shri Rushikesh Ganesh Bhai Patel ji, Minister of Health, Medical, Higher and Technical Education, Law and Parliamentary Affairs, Shri Bhagwant Singh Rajput ji, Minister of Industries, Skill Development and Employment, Shri Praful Chhagan Bhai Panseria ji, Honorable Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs, Primary Education, Secondary Education and Higher Education. We are also honored to have the good wishes of Banchanadi Pani. He is the IS officer, Commissioner Technical Education, and the support and good wishes of Secretary Shri Vinay Rao ji, Government of Gujarat, representing the School Education Department. However, they were unable to attend to join us due to their commitments in the parliamentary session. Their spirit and support are with us today. I would like to express our gratitude to these dynamic leaders of Vibrant Gujarat. We welcome our partners who supported our mission of spreading the ideas of socio-digital transformation and innovation. Our supporting partner, AOPS, Association for Promotion of Prominent Schools. We are really grateful to Shri Archit Bhai ji, the President AOPS, and Shri Prahar Bhai Anjaria ji for their continuous guidance and support, and all the associated members of AOPS who have contributed and supported in executing this wonderful physical symposium of knowledge sharing. We welcome our presenting partner, LinkedIn, powered by partner Nobel Q, SAP Gold Partner, EdTech partner D2L, online learning partner Coursera for Campus, technology partner Acer, display solution partner Samsung, associate partner SAS, associate partner Nursery Story, university partner GJ University, school partner Anand Niketan Group of Schools, academic partner Little Millennium, school partner Fluorescent Public School, exhibitor Canon, and Mapple's Map My India. I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to all partners whose unwavering support has made this event possible. Their contribution and dedications have been instrumental in organizing this summit, bringing together the key stakeholders, delegates, and speakers from across the education sector. As we gather today here, united by common purpose, it is imperative to reflect on the theme of our event, New Normal Gujarat, Reimagining Education, Skilling, and Employability in 21st Century Workplace. Throughout the course of this summit, we will delve into the topics such as NEP implementations, focus on educations to be inclusive, equitable, and holistic, creating a seamless digital experience and skill development in school education, unleashing the potential of Education 4.0 on innovative pedagogy and industry-ready skills, and exploring how newest technologies like AI, ML, and IoT are shaping India's education landscape. Furthermore, we will discuss the strategies for cultivating 21st century skills, including critical thinking and digital literacy, essential for navigating the complexities of the modern world. This theme and session topic underscores the importance of creating an educational landscape that caters to the diverse needs of our learners, ensuring equal opportunities for all. We are also hosting two interesting roundtable discussions today. It's happening at the Lavender Hall at the first floor once we move towards the lobby area. The roundtable hall, one topic is on transforming teaching and learning with unleashed potential of tech-enabled solutions. And roundtable 2 discussion, which is happening post-lunch, will be having a discussion on reimagining higher education for digital era. And I'm overwhelmed by the presence of such a lovely gathering at this morning, filled with passionate individuals and dedicated to shape the future of education. As we embark on this journey together, I'm confident that our discussions, insights, and collaborations will pave the way for a brighter and more inclusive future for education in India. A little thought I would like to focus on, like how ArdorComm Media Group, started. So we are a young media entrepreneur of just 2.5 years of existence in the industry. I personally have an experience of a media industry with renowned houses like Times of India, Sakal Media Group and all. during the second wave of COVID-19, when I was in a situation where I was literally struggling my survival and existence on Mother Earth, that time I was employed in any of the organizations. I thought that a lot of things I have taken from this society, it is now time to return back to the society. And this is the right time to step into being an entrepreneur for this industry. Whatever knowledge and experience I have gathered serving many organizations into a leadership role, next to a leadership role, I then tried to bring the like-minded people who are my near and dears and shared my ideas that this is the vision that I am willing to launch my media startup. Are you going to support and help us? The vision was Ardor. That means the dictionary meaning of Ardor is passion, zeal. And then people, those who joined me, they gave me the word of com, means community and communication. So the passion which I had and the people who supported me together formed ArdorComm. So that is how we, so every word should have a meaning. I thought my organization could not be meaningless. So this was the reason behind the word formation ArdorComm. And we have 5 vision of Ardor, which means aspiration. If I expand Ardor, aspiration, reimagination, digitalization, opportunity, and readiness. So we are dealing in 5 communities. Education remains very close to my heart. We are into health, care, and wellness. We are into human resource, media, governance. So these are the 5 verticals which we are dealing into. We are a content-rich organization. So we are not into print, we are into digital and social media. So the platform which we are giving to the community is through the website and the social media handles like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and our ArdorComm TV, which is a YouTube channel. So whatever functions, but again, the digital content through a digital media, again, without a physical existence and a physical touch, as we are teaching, that how to mix the digital and physical to make it as a physical. So ArdorComm Media is also going into this. Though we have a vision to expand worldwide through digital medium, we want this kind of forum and physical summits so that an exchange of card, shake hands, meeting and greeting each other, understanding the revolution which you under your leadership team you are trying to bring as a reform in your education. So this is how, and you have seen the graph which we have been raising. We are going to the major metro cities we have covered. The next step as a vision for this year would be going to the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Kolkata, Chennai mein to already they are established players. We know what is the technology, the implementation of technology, the cost for it, the use of it, and the services involved into it. There are many cash-rich pockets. If I talk about, say, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Ranchi, and say the middle and the central India. So my vision is to go into all these, the 2-tier, 3-tier cities, try to bring these education leaders of this area into this forum. Let us have an amalgamation of a thought by inviting again a senior leadership people, the established player of this industry from these cities where we have already organized this event, and let us give a path, a guidance, a torch to another league of education who are willing to do certain thing good in this society. So my effort, sir, is to bring the government, is to bring the academia, and to bring the corporate at one world. I'm taking LinkedIn players, Samsung, Acer, these corporate to the cities like Patna, Ranchi, Bhopal, Indore, Kolkata. There are many cities, they want to do something, but they are not getting a proper channel or a guidance कि कैसे करना है, किसको करना है, ये trustworthy है कि नहीं, support मिलेगा कि नहीं. So this is what I know have been. Now, as I started this company and I moved from the bed of the hospital, which almost for 22 days I was enjoying the hospitality of the hospital during my COVID region. I would thank the next to God people, those who are the doctors and nurses who gave their best in giving me the energy back and the life back. Then with the like-minded people, I gathered people all around. Agar I have opened an office in one of the cities, I could have been that city or a regional specific organization. would like to just throw you a surprise figure that we don't have a physical office. I am doing this organization and running this organization digitally. So I have 15 team members under me, those who are from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari and again from Ahmedabad to the city of Guwahati. All these people are from different regions, different cities, but instead of hiring the people of metros, I hired the talent which I could fetch in different cities. And these people may not be the direct representation of the education which they have done, like means the marketing is not the person who has an MBA degree in my organization. He could be a different degree holder. The stress which I focused in developing my team was on skills. कि आप वो कर सकते हो क्या? Communication and language has never been an issue with me. So I never hire the people with the communication or a convince. I just look for, is he able to convince the client or not? Is he able to convince and bring the education leaders like you or not? So the age group who has been the backbone of organizing this event is like me or little, 3-4 years less than me. Lekin I don't have a senior leader who could guide me, and plus again, the leaders like AOPS, and sir, and Achyut ji, and all the partners who always help us in giving the support to us. One thing I always believe is to give the service. I being an owner, if I organize an event over here, I try to go in that city, deal into the depth of that city, meeting every people who are, who are contributing to this society, and talk to them individually, and then how and best we can go and move forward to organizing this and to make this meaningful session more beautiful and more engaging. This is the reason that the start of the session, we have just finished one session. I can see the house full. Can I have a huge round of applause for you all guys? Thank you so much for this strength and motivation which you are spreading this in the early morning of the city of Gujarat, Ahmedabad. So, and with this, all the people, they supported me, they joined, and we filed our company name by ArdorComm Media Private Limited. And then we tried to reach out to all the government houses who have been supporting us, UGC, AICT, CBSE, the ministry, and we tell them that we want to be the free press journal of the society. If anything in your organization also, if you have any launches, if your teachers, your faculty, your students have done some commendable work in the community, and you think that this is a newsworthy content, please don't hesitate to share that with me. My platform is having a huge data capacity. I would like to publish those all content for the people, those who are following my social media and website, and let you people share those things which could be useful for other people, those who are following us. Okay? I won't be charging anything. I'm again repeating it over here. It is just that we are content hungry. We need content from you people, and you are the content creator. We are just a platform where we publish it. So though we have a good content team, I have a good team of correspondent who are every day working on over here. Half of the team is physically present with me over here, and half of the team is virtually making this event live to all the societies. And thank you all ladies and all gentlemen for making this grey and white hall so colorful and beautiful at the morning. So at the last, I would say that my FB page is live. It's very simple. If everybody is having a smartphone, a little more investment of your time today, if you can just go to your search bar of maybe Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter or Instagram, and just type ARDORCOMM, ArdorComm, media. You will find the pages. Everybody, including you and us, we are live on the page, sir. Can we please share this page to our stakeholders, to the parents, to the students, and let them see what discussions are happening over here? Why have we gathered here? Why we have taken leave for the day from our premises? So this is something important we are going to discuss over here. Every photograph which is of high resolution, please give us time. It will be shared with you. I'll be sharing that on my FB page. Individual pictures should not be asked because that will unnecessarily consume time. You give me a day or a 2 days time. Every picture along with the panel discussion and the felicitation will be shared on the Facebook page. So with that, एक शायरी से मैं बस अपने बात को रखना चाहूँगा, which is very that I have written myself. मंजिलें हमसे हैं लेकिन मंजिलों से हम नहीं. मंजिलें हमसे हैं लेकिन मंजिलों से हम नहीं. ए मंजिल तू रुक वहीं, चल पड़े हैं हम पथ पर, और जिस पथ पर हम चल पड़े हैं पत्थर है वो, मलमल नहीं। मंजिलें हमसे हैं लेकिन मंजिलों से हम नहीं। आई गिव ए फुल स्टॉप टू माई स्पीच। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you so much, Anand sir. And now, next, I want to invite to welcome all of you, Mr. Rohit Mehta, State Project Advisor, School Education Department, Government of Gujarat. So please, and say a few words to all of us.
Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry you said that I'll say few words, but I'll not. I have many things to say, and I would like to take you through the journey of transformation of school education in the state of Gujarat. If I'll ask you, in what time you will be able to read a 300-page book, what will be your answer? Maybe the person who reads each and every word will say 15 days, somebody will say 10 days, somebody will say 5 days. What a school-going child will say. Any teacher, any educator would like to answer that? What a child will say? कितने दिन में एग्जाम है? So, since ages, our education was about teaching or learning to test. And that is what is really dangerous for any student, any teacher, or the education system as a whole. Our national education policy actually tries to address that. And in Gujarat, we had started our journey well in advance when even national education policy was not thought of. We have started our journey way back in 2002 when the Honorable PM was the CM of Gujarat. And I'll take you through the journey. First of all, in any education system, if I'll say in Gujarati, આપણે આપણા બાળકને એવી શાળામાં મૂકીએ કે જે શાળા મને જોવી ગમે, જે શાળા મને સારી લાગે. એક વખત બાળકને શાળામાં મૂક્યું, ત્યાર પછી બાળકને દરરોજ શાળામાં જવું ગમે. એના માટે કોણ રિસ્પોન્સિબલ? ટીચર્સ. અને એ બાળક શાળામાં જાય, રેગ્યુલર જાય, અને એને પ્રોપર લર્નિંગ કરાવવામાં આવે, then a child achieves grade appropriate learning outcome. And that is what a bare minimum we owe to our child, we owe to our students. And our all initiatives are focused to ensure in Gujarat every child achieves grade appropriate learning outcome. So first issue was to enroll the children. In 2002, out of 100, only 75 children were taking admission into grade 1, which is, after so many efforts, now standing near to 100%. Then, once child takes the admission, must complete up to 12th. But first milestone, according to RTE, is the 8th. And we have done so many efforts like Shala Praveshotsav, Kanya Kedavani Mahotsav, and ensured that dropout rate drops, not the children. Once children are in school, they need the physical facility. So we have built around 1.5 lakh classrooms in last 20 years in government schools, and for every 28 students, we have availability of one classroom. Once the classrooms are there, there must be the teacher availability. We have recruited more than 2 lakh teachers in last 20 years, and the PTR of government schools in Gujarat is again 28:1, which is better than whatever is suggested in NEP or RTE and even certain other states. To address the quality issue of the education, we have started Gunotsav way back in 2009, and we were celebrating the quality of education in Gujarat. The biggest problem being faced by the world today is the global learning poverty. The World Bank report says that around 56 developing countries are facing the real learning crisis, and this crisis can be defined by schooling deficit and learning deficit. Thanks to RTE, we have availability of schools within every 1 kilometer in the state. So we have very rare schooling deficit. But yes, we do have learning deficit, and that is why all our focus is on now improving the quality of education. And for that, Gujarat has given this model, the systemic reforms and the structural reforms. The first of its kind, integrated command and control center for schools to improve governance. Sorry. Then holistic transformation of 20,000 schools and the public-private partnership, we call it social partnership model. Vidya Samiksha Kendra, we had originally named it Command and Control Center for Schools. Honorable PM has given a name, Vidya Samiksha Kendra, that is Integrated Command and Control Center for Transforming School Education through data-driven real-time monitoring. Mere sense of being monitored from the state brings in a lot of accountability. And when it actually happens, the landscape changes. This is the scenario of the Gujarat education system. 33 districts, 254 blocks. Blocks is nothing but a taluka, revenue tehsil. 3,247 clusters. One cluster is created out of 12 to 18 schools. So decentralized planning happens there. 54,000 plus schools, of which 40,000 are government and grant-in-aid schools, and around 14 to 15,000 private self-finance schools. 4 lakh teachers and 1.15 crore students. And the major thing is why we need this? Because about 51% of the state government's human resources are with education department. So highly human resourced, highly resourced, and geographically spread across the state department, the most spread department of the state. In recent budget on 2nd February, first time in the history of Gujarat, education department is allocated with the budget of 55,000 crores. State government is fully committed to the education of the state's children. This 55,000 was in previous year 41,000 crores. 15% of the state's revenue budget is allotted to only education department. The second highest is the budget of health department, which is 20,000 crores. So you can understand, if you put together around 12 departments budget together, then it is the education department's budget. And that gives us lot of liberty to do lot of quality interventions. This is a simple picture of the Vidya Samiksha Kendra. Sitting there, we can drill down from state to district to block to cluster to school to grade to subject to learning outcome. Sitting here in Gandhinagar, we will come to know which student has scored better in which learning outcome and which student requires remediation in which learning outcome, and according to that, we plan for each student, not a school, not a district. These are the 4 pillars of Vidya Samiksha Kendra. All are woven together with the artificial intelligence. We use artificial intelligence extensively. First pillar is attendance. NEP says that ICT-based regular attendance is important, and that is why before NEP, in 2018-19, we had introduced online attendance of all students in the state. We had started all our initiatives with the government primary schools, then scaled it to government secondary schools, then secondary and higher secondary aided schools. And for attendance, we are getting a support from private schools also. Many private schools submit their online attendance on daily basis. This has helped in improving students' attendance in multiple ways. And students who have attendance more than 80% is increased by 28%. 14 lakh students became more regular. Around 10% teachers became more regular. Then, data-driven approach for enrollment. Previously, we were claiming our enrollments are 100%. But who are the target groups? How can you define that it is 100%? So we have linked our data with the civil registration system of health department. So if I am supposed to give admission in 2024-25, we take the birth registration from the health department of the children who took the birth before 6 years and they are eligible. We find each and every, we map each and every child who is eligible for admission and ensure that they are enrolled in one or the other school. And with that, we have improved data entry, we have improved enrollment, and it is almost 100+%, because Gujarat is in migration state. So apart from civil registration system, there are some other children who are enrolled in our schools. Assessments. See the irony of provisions of RTE Act. RTE Act says, actually it says you cannot detain a child in any grade up to grade 8th. But many of us have misunderstood and dropped the taking exams. If you take the child who had given the examination of grade 12th in 2023 or 22, they had attempted exam for first time in their life. Because in 2020 and 21, we gave the mass promotion in grade 10th. उन्होंने कभी एग्जाम दिया ही नहीं. And in 12th, you realize the child is lacking in XYZ skills. It is too late to remediate, to help them. And that is why we have introduced the exams for grade 3rd to 12th. We are giving them subject-wise, exam-wise, holistic report card, which says, in past when I had got my standard 10th mark sheet, it was saying you have scored 67 in Gujarati, but it had never told me where I had lost those 33 and how can I upskill myself. Now we are giving that kind of mark sheet where it says in which learning outcome remediation is required. And how can I do that? This score sheet, which is not that visible, but the second column is the column where if a child or parent or teacher clicks, they get curated content, videos, PDFs, and so many other contents. And this is the result. We have improved our 80% of the learning outcomes over a period of time in tune of 8%. Then Gujarat is the first state who has introduced school accreditation like college or university accreditation. We have completed 3 cycles. We have seen the improvements. The schools get this type of report card on all parameters. And even in tribal blocks, 52 remotest tribal blocks have improved in the school accreditation scores. We have introduced the school administration software or school administration system to reduce the time being spent on school administration by the principals. And that has saved more than 1.25 crore hours of the principals, which are now going into classroom transactions. These are some of the dashboards available at Vidya Samiksha Kendra, which gives the actionable insights to all the decision makers. Here you can see red and green dots. This is real-time mapping of all our mid-management officials where they are. This is being monitored real-time. At Vidya Samiksha Kendra, if I'll click on any dot, then I'll come to know where that person is in the state. Technology-enabled learning initiatives. Gujarat is the, again, first state to launch its own EdTech company, Gujarat Education Technologies Limited. We have our own application. Kindly note that this is available free of cost to everyone. Private players might give you 1 subject, 2 subject, 3 subject. On G Shala application, all subjects from grade 3 to 12, digital learning content available in English, Gujarati, and we are adding more and more content to that. All subjects, around 100 chapters, 1500 topics. COVID gave us an opportunity to use the skills of our teachers who are actually tech savvy. We have partnered with Microsoft, convened online classes. Our teachers have convened 25 crore plus online classes in 2 years. In education space, Gujarat Education Department is the largest consumer of Microsoft Teams in the world. And overall space, we are the 3rd largest consumer in the world for Microsoft Teams. Our YouTube channels sees almost 9 crore views every month. We have energized all our textbooks. Energized means every topic has a QR code. If you scan it, it will lend you to a curated content. We have 16 channels telecasting TV tutorials 24/7. We use Swift Chat really in a big way. 15 million Swift Chat AI-based conversations have happened till now. Honorable PM had visited Vidya Samiksha Kendra. The Janet L. Yellen, Treasury Secretary of USA, and she said, I would like to take this kind of approach even to the US. World Bank President Ajay Bangaji, he said, this should be replicated not only across the country, but across the globe in all developing countries. And as a result, on this 17th, 18th February, 23 countries' education ministers are visiting Gujarat to study Gujarat model. National Conference of Education happened here with different senior delegations. And Vidya Samiksha Kendra is awarded with the Prime Minister's Award. The bare minimum we owe to our children is also teacher for every grade and classroom for every grade. And the RTE restricts us from this. Because according to RT, up to 60 students, we can provide only 2 teachers, irrespective of grades they have to teach. And there are other norms. To address that, we have decided to transform 49% bigger schools where 83% of the students are studying. And we are transforming around 15,000 government schools into a large complexes where we are providing infrastructure, where we are providing more manpower, and where we are providing other learning aids and special trainings. We will provide the transport. We will evaluate them through school accreditation and provide this type of grades. And it is with the total funding of US dollar 1.5 billion, around 12,000 crores. By now, we have already invested 6,500 crores and remaining investment is happening. It covers the entire state. It will improve the quality. At the moment, we are directly benefiting 83 to 85% of the students. We expect that some small schools have very limited numbers. Students will automatically shift to these schools, and so we will continue those small schools as the foundational learning centers, or you can say a feeder school to the bigger schools. And last is social partnership initiatives. That is Mukhyamantri Gyan Setu Merit Scholarship Scheme. We intend to provide 2 lakh meritorious students a scholarship to study in grade 6 to 12. We do not want to restrict them to study in government or grant-in-aid schools. Scholarship will be even provided to study in private schools. That is child's choice. These are the scholarship amounts. This scheme has been implemented. And this will happen only through common entrance test. Last year's common entrance test, which was for first time, had seen 35,000 students participating in it. Side benefit is, we'll give the scholarship to 50,000 students, but around 6 lakh students will prepare for it. And that is why the learning levels of all these 6 lakh students will go up, though only 50,000 will get the scholarship. Similarly, for 9 to 12, we have Gyan Sadhana scholarship and the Gyan Shakti residential schools for the meritorious students who would like to study in residential schools, because except Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, there are no residential schools, quality residential schools for the general category students. In this public-private partnership or social partnership model, the entire infrastructure and land is brought in by the partners, wherein recurring expenses per child every year is paid by the state government. The schools where these schools are already up and running since last year, these are some glimpses. And impacts I have already shown to you. According to me, this is the major impact, where at the end of the day, if child is not learning, all physical, digital infrastructure, human resources, everything is of no use. So this is the main impact. And with this, I would like to thank you all for passionately listening to us, and Mr. Chandan for inviting me to represent Dr. Vinod Rao, the Secretary Education, Government of Gujarat, and share our transformative journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And now I invite Dr. C. Achyut, Dani, Director General and Provost, JG University, to share your thoughts about reimagining education skilling and employability in 21st century workspace.
Good morning. Good morning to one and all, and I'm glad and honored to be invited to this particular Education and Leadership Summit. I can see many familiar faces in the audience, looking at them, some of my seniors like M.N. Patel sir and my colleague and fellow Vice Chancellors. A very warm welcome to all of you here. And as we are starting with this particular event, the event goes in this particular aspect when we talk about reimagining education, skilling and employability in 21st century workplace. We need to understand that there are three words we are looking at. And these three words are, first is education, second is skilling, and third is employment. So I was just trying to look at it in a different way. Maybe you being educators might also put your brains into it and think about it, and maybe collectively we can come to a understanding which may be more beneficial to the society as a whole. So when you look at education, what is the role of education? So the role of education should be defined as the education is something which will build concepts, logic and belief system. The education should basically build concepts, logic and a belief system in a person. And I primarily feel that it is the role of the schools to look into this. The second stakeholder in the education system is higher education institutions. So post schools have executed their initial role of building the concept, logic and belief system. It is the higher education system or higher education institutions who should try and see the application of all those concepts, logic and the belief system into real life. So the schools building the foundation, higher education institutions making or converting those learnings into application, and as a result, a student or a learner gets into employment or the self-employment. So the ecosystem can be looked into three parts. The first part is when we talk about education, or when we talk about skilling, or when we talk about employment, we can divide the roles broadly, like school focusing on the education, building logic and concepts, higher education institutions giving them on-hand exposure and application of what they have studied, and as a result, the employment is generated or self-employment is achieved. So whenever we talk about the education or education leadership, as leaders or educators, what we should look at it is the role of the school should be made clear. The school's role is to see that student gets prepared, he is worked upon, and he is ready to get into a good higher education institution. The role of the higher education institution is to see that student is prepared for his employment or self-employment or a work life. And the employment or self-employment is the area where the learner will have to continue the journey of education. The concept is that you study up to 12, then you do your UG and PG and your education is over, is absolutely outdated. We all are learning every day, every moment, every point of time. And we are looking at education in a different aspects. I have seen many of my friends aging from 35 to 55 to 60. Right? They are taking up various programs and courses into data science, AI, ML. Recently, I have completed one program on data analytics. Recently, I put my hands on MS Excel, a very primary software which we have, Microsoft, right? So Excel is one of the software which we use. But primarily, we just know Excel at a fundamental level, but we do not know how best it can be used for data analytics also. So upskilling, reskilling, learning, unlearning and relearning has become a very important part of education right now. And that is the primary job of all the educators. This is a platform or a forum which Chandan ji has created where we can meet the stakeholders from the school, we can meet the stakeholder from the higher education institution, and also the stakeholders and representation of government. Rohit ji very nicely presented the effort and all the actual activities which have taken place from the government's perspective. I would request Rohit sir to share that presentation with all of us, which can definitely give us a lot of insights into the government schemes, scholarships and ideas which government is having, which we can take forward. So I believe that as an educational leader, all of us should aggregate and decide about the role which we need to perform. I am reiterating myself once again that the role of the school, the role of the higher education institution and the support of government can definitely make education little better. When we talk about education being little better is about, everything is about life skills, soft skills and the basic education. You cannot just focus on life skills and soft skills putting aside the logic and the basic understanding. Building a belief system in the student is very important. Right. जब भी आप you might have heard about this motivational speaker संदीप महेश्वरी जी हैं या विनोद बिंद्रा जी हैं या विवेक बिंद्रा जी है, I do not exactly recall his name. तो मैंने उनका एक एपिसोड देखा था, तो वो सबको पूछते हैं, मैं वही ट्राई करता हूँ, आपको पूछने का ट्राई करता हूँ, मे बी आप लोग इसका जवाब देने के लिए, अगर आप उसका जवाब देंगे तो मुझे अच्छा लगेगा. बिलीफ सिस्टम क्या करती है? हम क्या बोलते हैं? कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ, हम क्या बोलेंगे? अगर मैं आपको बोलूँ कि ये स्टेटमेंट आप ख़त्म कीजिए, तो आप स्टेटमेंट खत्म कैसे करेंगे? कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है ना, ऐसा नहीं है, कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ करना पड़ता है. प्रॉब्लम इज देयर इज अ बिलीफ सिस्टम. गाय दूध देती है, भाई गाय दूध नहीं देती है, निकालना पड़ता है. राइट, दैट्स हाउ वी शुड लुक एट द थिंग्स. सो अ बिलीफ सिस्टम इज समथिंग विच इज बिल्ट बाय आवर एजुकेशन, and that belief system should be made in such a way, the texture of that belief system should be such which is more enabling rather than restrictive. And I think these kind of forums and summits will help all the educators to come together, discuss the ideas and take the ideas learned from each other to the next level, so that education at the whole survives and grows and contributes to the building of this great nation. In the first panel discussion, I again pointed out one very sensitive matter or sensitive issue which is very close to my heart, that we need to see that education is divided into two parts, because we stay in a country which is divided into two parts. We have a country which is a rural Bharat and urban India. So when we talk about education, education should be inclusive, equitable and holistic, but it cannot happen or we cannot achieve that until and unless we focus on the rural segment of our country, at the same time focusing on the urban segment also. So these kind of these kind of conferences, seminars or these kind of interactions would help us build a better future for our children. Let us come together and do it in the best possible way. I wish all the best for the entire event to the organizers and all the participants. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. And now quickly, our next speaker, everybody let's welcome Mr. Prahar Anjaria, founder and chairman of Rangoli Group of Institute.
जरूरी नहीं रोशनी चिरागों से ही हो, जरूरी नहीं रोशनी चिरागों से ही हो, शिक्षा से भी घर रोशन किया करते हैं. सभी शिक्षा में लगे हुए, पीछे पड़े हुए पैशन से गुरु जो यहाँ बैठे हैं और स्टेज पे जितने सम्मानीय गेस्ट हैं, सभी को मेरा वंदन प्रणाम. गुड मॉर्निंग. इट्स अ वंडरफुल फोरम. वी आर एसोसिएटेड विद दिस सिंस द बिगिनिंग. Chandan and his team, Ashish, are doing fantastic job. Before 2 years, Gujarat was not having such kind of forum. So at AOPS also we decided कि चलो motivate करते हैं, let's have get together kind of thing. मैं और आप अकेले स्कूल में बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं, आओ साथ में मिलके ज्ञान बांटे, कुछ मैं सीखूंगा, कुछ सिखा के जाऊंगा, यही पर्पस है. NEP में फर्स्ट सेशन हम देख रहे थे, काफ़ी अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट लेके आए हैं. NEP में काफ़ी फॉर्मलाइज हुआ, उससे पहले हर एक के स्कूल में छोटा छोटा NEP इम्प्लीमेंटेड ही था, बट कहीं ना कहीं आज फुल फ्लेजेड जब इम्प्लीमेंट हुआ है. सो 2-3 चीज़ें मैं गौर करूँगा. एज़ पर ब्रिटिश काउंसिल एंड सिंस लिंक्डइन टीम इज़ हियर, मैं ऐसे लिंक्डइन देख रहा था, देयर वाज वन सर्वे. 65% ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हु आर एनरोलिंग टुडे आर गोइंग टू परफॉर्म जॉब्स विच डोंट एग्जिस्ट टुडे. बच्चों को हमें तैयार करना है और हमें पता नहीं कि 20 साल के बाद वो क्या करेंगे. Those days have gone where the engineering and medicines are the only options. Probably today the world is moving towards humanities or commerce. Even IIMs are adapting and taking kids after 12th, which is far better than a routine engineering college. So we need to think, introspect, reimagine and rerun. Second thing, what is success after COVID? Success के मायने बदल गए हैं. I'm associated with hospitals, so हमने काफ़ी अंत्येष्टि करवाई जहाँ पे बेटा नहीं आ रहा था, कोई भी रीज़न होगा, ऑनलाइन अंत्येष्टि होती थी। हम अभी पिछले 10 दिन पहले का एक वाक़या सबको याद होगा, गोवा में देयर वाज एन इंसिडेंट, अ मदर ब्रूटली किल्ड, सपोज टू बी किल्ड, मैं ज़्यादा तो आई कैन नॉट कन्विक्ट, अंडर जुरिस्डिक्शन है, बट द लेडी इज़ इन फॉर्च्यून 100, कहीं ना कहीं सक्सेसफुल लेडी में नाम था। क्या हम उसे सक्सेस बोलेंगे? क्योंकि ड्यूरिंग स्कूलिंग तो हम इसे सक्सेस बोल के आए थे कि 100 आउट ऑफ 100 कंपनी खोल दी। ये आई हैव बीन कमिंग अक्रॉस कपल ऑफ गुड सर्जन्स हु आर टेकिंग डिवोर्स एंड हैव ज़ीरो फैमिली लाइफ। क्या इसे सक्सेस बोलेंगे? सक्सेस के मायने चेंज हो रहे हैं एंड वी नीड टू क्रिएट अ सक्सेसफुल सिटीज़न। एक अच्छा बेटा, अच्छा भाई, वही अच्छा नागरिक बन सकता है, और ये स्कूलों का दायित्व है। ये मुझे और आपको सबको मिलके करना है। काफ़ी स्कूल्स यहाँ मैं देख रहा हूँ ऑलरेडी कर रहे हैं, 60, 70, 80 मिलके 100 तक ले जाना है। वी नीड टू फोकस ऑन एकेडमिक्स, 4 पिलर्स। एकेडमिक्स के बगैर कुछ नहीं होगा, बट सिर्फ मार्क्स ही नहीं है, ये हम सब जानते हैं। फिजिकल एजुकेशन पे फोकस करना है, ह्यूमैनिटीज़ पे फोकस करना है, एंड द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट इज़ लाइफ स्किल्स। लाइफ स्किल इज़ स्किल एंड वैल्यूज़। वो दिन दूर नहीं जब संस्कार मॉड्यूल हमें इंट्रोड्यूस करना पड़ेगा। पहले घर से सीख के आते थे, अब हमें कहीं ना कहीं सिखाना है। एंड इट्स नॉट हमें यानी पेरेंट, स्कूल एंड सोसाइटी, तीनों का कोलैबोरेशन होकर ही होगा। सोसाइटी इज़ गेटिंग एंगेज डे बाय डे, दिस इज़ अगेन अ फोरम काइंड ऑफ थिंग। तो ये स्कूलों का दायित्व है कि ये तीनों का यूज़ करके हम एक अमृत काल में, बिकॉज इंडिया इज़ द यूथफुल कंट्री, 28 ईयर्स इज़ अवर एवरेज एज। गवर्नमेंट काफ़ी कर रही है, सब ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, सब सोसाइटीज़ को आगे आके एक स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस बनाना है, तभी हम 3rd और 1st डेवलपमेंट कंट्रीज़ में जो आज रैंकिंग चल रहा है पहुंच पाएंगे। पिछले 10 साल या 5 साल में आप देखेंगे तो पूरा मायना चेंज हो गया है। अर्लियर इट यूज टू बी आई वॉज ऑलवेज कैपिटल या इंडिविजुअलिस्टिक होता था इंडस्ट्री में भी। नाउ इट्स अ कोलैबोरेटिव। इवन लिंक्डइन, ही मस्ट हैव क्वाइट अ फ्यू कलीग्स जहाँ पे डेली मिलते नहीं होंगे, महीनों तक मिलते नहीं होंगे, बट सक्सेस एंड फेलियर इज कोलैबोरेटिव। स्कूलों को कहीं ना कहीं टीम प्ले ज़्यादा सिखाना है इंडिविजुअल की जगह, and that's where we all need to focus. At association level also we are trying more and more in this. At institute level also we try. Achyut bhai rightly said belief system. So sir, we focus on B3, believe, behave and we get. बच्चे की बिलीफ सिस्टम पे काम करना है। एंड ये थोड़ा एब्रप्ट है, बट एक इन दिनों मेरे ये शायरी गुजराती कहावत जैसा है, काफ़ी नज़दीक है, मैं उसके साथ ख़त्म करूँगा। बट वेयर वी फोकस, बिकॉज दैट्स इन गुजराती एंड बीइंग अ गुजराती एंड NAP ऑल्सो फोकस ऑन मदर टंग, आई लव टू कंक्लूड विद गुजराती शायरी। बट आई ऑलवेज टेल द स्टूडेंट and whomsoever I meet in my school or any other school, and this clearly says inspire, motivate. It goes like this: एकलो नहीं एकड़ो छेतु. So inspire, motivate. एकलो नहीं एकड़ो छेतु, तारू मूल्य समझ. Introspect, self value. એકલો નહીં એકડો છે તું, તારું મૂલ્ય સમજ, હજારો મીંડા તારી રાહ જોઈ રહ્યા છે. ટીમ પ્લે, લીડરशिप. And the last one is focus and ready for struggle. उस पे ख़त्म होगा. So it goes like એકલો નહીં એકડો છે તું, તારું મૂલ્ય સમજ, હજારો મીંડા તારી રાહ જોઈ રહ્યા છે. ઝૂમતા નહીં આવડે તો ચાલશે, જજુમ્યા વગર છૂટકો નથી. That's all from my desk. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prahar. For next, I invite Mr. Anup Menon, Regional Head West, Academics and Government Business, LinkedIn.
Good morning, everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you all present here, members on the dais, all the dignitaries. It's an honor to be part of this stage today, and I would like to firstly thank ArdorComm, Chandan and team to setting up this stage and bringing all these dignitaries under one roof. I believe, and LinkedIn believes, that these are such events and activities which starts, or the collaboration, the roots are generated in such events. And I've got a lot of experience in attending ArdorComm events, and I've seen a lot of activities starting or germinating from such events and activities. Such events wherein academics is meeting technology, leaders are meeting policy makers. I believe such events should happen frequently, and I would like to thank all of you all present here once again. I'm going to talk about a few things largely about our observations and experiences working in the education segment. I'll keep it short. I know we are already over time. Two pieces which I want to talk here about. One is the skilling aspect of it. Dr. Dani and other members spoke about it on the stage today. Now, I come from a place, LinkedIn, which today has 1 billion members. In India, we have crossed almost 100 million members right now. Not almost, we have surpassed that number right now. Now, what does this mean? There are a lot of people coming and registering themselves, and they come here for multiple purposes. A lot of people think that it's just for jobs. Well, it's not that. A lot of people come here to stay in touch with each other. And with that aspect, we get to know a lot of skills which were in the past. We get to know what are the current skills. And with that, we can easily predict what is in store for us in the future. Now, there was a study done by World Economic Forum which said that every 5 years, 50% of the skills change, which means that if you look at a basic skills like a software engineer, a business analyst, even a sales relationship manager, most of these skills change after 5 years, which you can just compare the job descriptions from the industry today. And this is where we need to put our major focus on. And industry is somewhere, trying to, or rather education is somewhere trying to catch up with this entire aspect. And this is where we believe that collaboration actively plays a key role. We will say that a lot of students today who are today learning in colleges, when they come out in the industry, there is a high chance that whatever skills they learned, that may not be applicable in their today's work life. So this is where collaboration needs to start, wherein we need to actively present what kind of data is available with us, what kind of data will be needed, and how is it that we are fostering that relationship so that we can pass on the right elements to our students. Second piece I'd like to talk about is a bit on placements. Now, my experience of working with a lot of educational institutions and colleges says that one thing which comes as a request to us, let's work on something wherein I get 100% placements. Let's work on something wherein I completely keep my students ready. And I always try to introspect on that question and tell them that this is not a function, this is not a checkbox activity. Many places it happens that the entire placement activity starts towards the end of the semester, or towards the end of that stage wherein the interviews are going to be lined up very soon. And let me tell you that this is something which we've been trying to inculcate within a lot of institutes which we work with, are how soon can you start, or how soon can you get the students onto the journey of networking and being more self-reliant, in getting your own jobs. Let me tell you that getting a job is not just privileged to tier 1 cities. A lot of people say this, we being in the tier 2, tier 3 or rural areas, we don't have that advantage. Now, what we've been trying to do is make this a level playing field for everyone. In the corporate world, if you see, nowadays, the recruiters in the corporate world never complain that I don't get people from tier 2, tier 3 cities. Why? Because that education has gone into the corporate world, that you need to be active on social platforms, because this is where members are looking at members. And if you're not present in such place, you're missing out big time. So our honest submission to every college placements team and even the leaders of the college are, let's inculcate this habit of early networking capabilities within students so that it is not a struggle area for them, and it is not an area wherein they're like, I cannot talk to people. It's a great fear factor for me to talk to senior delegates. Now, all the colleges where we work with, this is the concept we are trying to incorporate today. And I would like to end this by saying that all these things are not possible without having a great team of faculty into play. it's not just having the faculty into play, but also the importance of upskilling these faculties so that they are able to guide the students in the right way. I've still visited a lot of colleges wherein they may not even have a grade profile. You know, they're just sticking to whatever has to be taught, you know, within their curriculum, and that's about it. And we always request such people that you need to lead by example. You know, the way things are changing, the way technology is changing. You may have seen generative AI coming in the last 1 or 2 years. How things are changing in schools, colleges, even in the corporate setup. Nowadays, in most interviews, they're asking, how much do you know about generative AI? If the student says that, sorry, that was not part of my curriculum, it's a big negative, not just for the student, also for the college. You know, how are you making the student ready for the future? That's a big question to ask. I'll keep it to this, but I'll end with one statement is, we need to bring in the concept of continuous learning, which means learning doesn't end in the college. Learning needs to start after you finish college, and that's where your major success lies. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you very much for giving your opinion and thoughts about this topic. And before you leave the stage, I request to Mr. Kumar, Chandan, Anand to felicitate all the panelists on the stage and our guest on the stage with bouquet and certificates. Very first, I request you to felicitate Mr. Rohit Mehta, State Project Advisor, School Education Department, Government of Gujarat. Here we welcome you with a bouquet and felicitating you with the certificate. Everybody please give a huge round of applause for all the dignitaries on the stage. Next I request to Mr. Anand to felicitate Dr. C. Achyut Dani, Director General and Provost, JG University. Thank you very much. Next, I request Mr. Anand to felicitate and welcome Mr. Prahar Anjaria, founder and chairman, RANGOLI Group of Institute. Thank you very much. Next, I request to felicitate and welcome Mr. Anup Menon, Registered Head West, Academics and Government Business, LinkedIn. Thank you so much to all the dignitaries on the stage for giving your contribution and time towards New Normal Education Leadership Summit and Awards 2024.